poison to me.
What up, world? It's your girl, Phoenix Novell. Thanks again, guys, for tuning into my channel. And this Boss Bitch Tips video today is called Not All Men Like a Challenge. Some do. Some like the kind of girls who have that fierce, kind of feisty personality and demeanor, and they like the playfulness, they like the back and forth, they like the non-direct, aloof kind of disposition. They like to play the game. Some guys ain't into all that. Some of them want to know flat out whether or not you're interested, whether or not they have a chance, and the slightest hint of you not really being interested in them will send them so far in the other direction that you're just like, whoa, we ain't gonna play. There's no cat and mouse game. Some guys, they don't really have that kind of stamina or they're not really wired for the chase. You know, growing up, you think all men are the same. And in other videos, I know you guys know that I covered that topic about alpha males and beta males and how it's just not, it doesn't look a certain way in terms of, oh, this guy is tough, he's strong, he's masculine, he's this way. He's necessarily going to like that. When it comes to alphas and betas, it's a little different, because every alpha doesn't like the chase. Every beta isn't, afraid of the chase. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is different, and you have to kind of gauge the individual, the way that they're approaching you. If they're direct and it's like, how you doing? I'm looking for something serious, then that's probably not the guy to kind of like, put on the leash and just kind of see where it goes, or make him feel too much like he got to jump through hoops just to see if you're even available. But if it's a guy who's kind of like flirting every now and again, the banter is maybe quasi-sexual, not necessarily direct, then, see how it feels. Feel the energy, feel the room. And don't play games. You know what I'm saying? Don't play games to the point where it's like, he may like to play games or like to chase, but he may not take you seriously the way that you think that you're bringing him in. So you might be bringing him in and forcing his attention to be on you, but he may all the while be looking at other places and looking at other women because of the fact that he feel like you're just playing games, and he's just still possibly playing cat and mouse with you just to see how long it's going to take him to get in the draws. You know what I'm saying? So you want to kind of like, if you're serious and if you're looking for something serious, you want to make sure that that's obvious, but at the same time, you do want to keep him invested and make him feel like there is a chance for something. This isn't going to be a long video, but I wanted to make this video because as a boss bitch, sometimes we do feel like if we are going to take our time and put our attention on a man, in a relationship, then we want to make sure that it's worth it. We want to make sure that he's worth it and that he has follow through and staying power and that he's not just saying whatever he can say. A lot of times, we're still women. Boss bitches are still women, and we're still very much invested. It's just that it takes us a little longer to fall. We fall harder, but it takes us a little longer, because we have a lot more to lose usually, because we're not, we've been there before. And where our focus and our attention is more so on building something for ourselves than necessarily building something together. It's not right or wrong. It's just the way that we're wired, the majority of us. And I like a guy who isn't out there looking for any and everything to conquer. And at the same time, I like a guy who isn't so invested and zoned in on me that he has no life of his own and no prospects of his own. So for me, there has to be a little bit of not a game, but just a little bit of a dance between us to make sure, okay, I need to know that you're serious. I want you to know that I'm serious, but we both have to have something going on in our lives that we value and care about. But there's no game plan. There's no do this and then do this and maybe. No, because usually how you enter the relationship, that's kind of the energy that's through that permeates throughout the relationship. You know, and you don't want to have to have a conversation later like, okay, let's stop playing games. Okay, now let's get serious. No, I mean, you want to make sure that whoever you're in a relationship with or whoever you're considering, they feel that you're invested and vice versa. All right, so once again, it's your girl Phoenix Novell from Boss Bitch Tips. Thank you guys for tuning in, and check out other videos. Peace out.